Hey, I thought I had to go to Wawa. Shoot, they got a little parking right here where I can get out the street. So I'm finna call this dude, man, for y'all, and just show y'all how communicating with.
This call may be recorded for quality assurance.
Where these people go? I'm recording it too.
I try to connect you.
I'm recording the call too. Somebody already calling me on the other line. Hey, what's going on, buddy? It's the driver, man. My name Kenny, man. I think we've been messaging back and forth.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Oh, it's not going too good, man. We just came to a halt. The guy that came out of the house that I was communicating with, he said that these windows that I have on this truck should actually be going to Kissimmee. They mentioned that they had 7 drops. And for some reason, this one just went to the wrong address. And like I told him, I was taking it to where I was informed to take it at. And also what's on my paperwork. So he said that this load should be in Kissimmee.
Okay, yeah, let me reach out to the customer, because again, I sent you to the address that I had, and obviously if it's on the paperwork as well, then, you know, it is what it is. So let me reach out to them real quick. All right.
Okay.
I'll get back on you.
I'm standing by.
All right. Thank you, sir. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir. Okay, but you reach out to whoever you want to reach out for. We need a bag. We need a bag. And I ain't even trying to really even be crazy with it. I just, now that y'all wasted my time, I just want another $200 on top of the $400 y'all paying me. You know what I mean? I could be an asshole, but you know, let's all get home, man, and let's go ahead and knock this on out, man. Give me $200 more, man. It's this the low here. What they paying me right there. I blocked out the email because I don't want y'all to, you know, some newbie might be messaging them people, and you know what I mean. Look, I got another load just came to my phone, man. They want to pick it up today. See, this is the thing too. You know, you can get messed up. You can get messed up because, like, right now, I got people that's always looking for a load. So this just came to my phone. It's 55 miles away from Ocala. All right, so here's a. Y'all heard my phone ding, right? So, you know, I ain't making up nothing. Boom. It said Derbish removal. That's kind of weird. 55 miles from where I'm at. They want $200 for me to remove some. I'm not removing it. You know what I mean? Like, I get it that it's a Derbish remover, but they must be going to remove it. And do I have to take it to the dump? Must dispose off site. Okay, I can take this to the dump on my way home. That's no problem. That's no problem. But y'all saying it's 5,000 pounds. I need more information. Hang on, guys. This is the one that you need more information on. All right. Are they loading this? Okay, this not making sense to me, right? And this is why I want y'all to use man, everything is a learning curve, right? I told y'all every time I hit record, there's some shit, it's something going on. All right, so listen, this is 55 miles away from me, right? But she don't know that I got to go to Kissimmee. So Manola, if I'm not mistaken, is going towards Kissimmee. It's probably not far from Kissimmee. So I'll drop this off and then go ahead and do this removal. But my thing is, what I want y'all to realize, they say it's 5,000 pounds. If you think that, first of all, I'm not finna load 5,000 pounds on my truck and then got to get rid of it, dispose it for no $200. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense to me, because this has got to be a rookie. What the hell you think? What dump site is gonna charge you, $50 for getting rid of 5,000 pounds, and then you gotta. I don't know if y'all ever been to the dump site. I do junk removers too. So let's slow down. Let me slow down, BJ. Let's slow down. This load, let me give it to y'all again. Let me slow down because sometimes I be getting kind of frustrated. All right, that's that. All right. So I go to Manola. I let them load this on me. I take it. I go off site to dispose it. Off site meaning that I'm gonna have to go to a dump site unless they got a place for it. If I go to a dump site, 5,000 pounds is probably gonna run me probably $50 for every 1,000 pounds, right? Let's see here, something like that. $40 probably for every 1,000 pounds. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. You're looking at way more money. You're looking at probably $300 in dump fees. You're looking at about $300 in dump fees. I'm just gonna say that, roughly. And then the thing is, like, who's loading this stuff up? So when y'all get stuff to your phone, don't look at the money and say, "Oh, I ain't really got to do nothing. I go nowhere. Let me go ahead and jump on it." Now they have to have somewhere for me to take this stuff at, because it say debris removal only, must dispose off site. So they gotta have somewhere for me to take this at in order for me to do this job for $200. Because I will do it for $200. It say Manola, Florida to Magnolia, Florida. Well, that's at. I heard of it, and I think it's along the way of Kissimmee. But if I'm only going within that city 20, 30 minutes apart from each other and I just got to dump it to a site, that's fine. I'll do that for $200. That'd be my fuel money, because I put $100 in my tank before I left, and I'm at a quarter. I was on E. And now I'm on a quarter tank of fuel, right? On a quarter tank, and I was on E. $100. So maybe another $100 to get back home. So getting a load like this will make up for my fuel for this load, especially if I get an additional $200 out of it. That's a total of $600. So I don't know. Really, I calculated 150 in fuel just from Ocala to back home total. But now I gotta go to Kissimmee, then go home. So probably another $100 will seal the deal. But they had to give me another $200. So that'll pay for fuel. You will be picking up during Manola as the trash bag filled with plastic wrapped and cardboard, and then you have to dispose to off-site there. Sir, he didn't agree for more than $200. All right, am I paying for disposal? All right, do I have to load this myself? Also, am I paying for disposal? All right, so she said you will be picking up there in Magnolia as the trash bag filled with plastic. I guess have a trash bag full with plastic wrap and cardboard, and then you have to dispose to off-site there. All right, so evidently it sounds like they have their own little disposal set up. You have to do it yourself. All right, calm down. Is it palletized? All right, and how many pallets? All right, I'm teaching y'all something. Don't log off, for real. She say, and for all this, they are paying $200. My broker don't play. My dispatcher don't play. She don't like that. All right. Is this low palletized? All right, so I'm asking, is it palletized? If it's on pallets, then how many pallets? You know what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all some game right now for real. This stuff that the people build for inside the course, if they even put this shit in the course. A lot of times the courses tell you how to get lows, and you know, you ain't guaranteed no lows still, but they tell you how to, you know, they tell you the basis of things. But me, I dive more into a deeper look into things because, you know, at the end of the day, I don't want you to get on a site or get somewhere and get stuck and it don't make sense. So I'm telling you how to prep before you even start taking these loads. You're going to be put in a lot of situations to where you picking up a lot of different things that's just not pallets. You know, it's going to be certain things. Like now, those windows that I got in the back of my truck, they're not on pallets. You see what I'm saying? They're not on pallets at all. They're not on pallets. So I didn't have to load it and I don't have to unload it, you know? But I'm just saying you're going to deal with stuff it's not always pallets. So again, I just asked her, do I have to load this myself? And are they paying for the disposal? Do I have to pay anything for disposal? If I don't have to pay for the disposal, that's good. If I got to load it myself, I want to know how many pallets. Let me tell y'all why I want to know how many pallets, right? I'm going to put y'all on game about y'all lift gate. Look on the side of your lift gate. If you don't have a sticker on the side of your lift gate, please understand most of these lift gates can only handle 2,500 to 3,000 pounds. You don't want to put no more than that on your lift gate. You don't even want to put 3,000 pounds on there. You know, I don't even want to put 2,000 pounds on my lift gate on the pallet, you know, but it's rated for 2,500. So if it's 5,000 pounds, like they say it is, right? They say it's 5,000 pounds, right? All right. If she come back and say it's 10 pallets, I'm going to divide that by 10, right? And I'm just going to assume that each pallet weighs about 500 pounds. If she tell me it's only 7 pallets and stuff, right? 5,000 pounds divided by 7. This could be a whole video all at once. Each pallet is about 700 pounds. Like stuff like that I can do. 5 to 7 to 800 pounds I'm cool with. When we start getting to 1,200 pounds, 1,500 pounds, I don't really want to do that. You know, I'm not saying that I turn it down, but I don't really like dealing with that kind of weight when I'm loading from off the ground and also taking it down. I just don't want to deal with that kind of weight. So I can take it now. My dispatcher don't really want to do it. She just wrote back and I'm getting a call. Let me see what this is. Hello? Spam. All right, so she wrote back. Let me check. I'm on hold. She's on hold right now. Because if they think that I'm gonna load I probably will for 200 and it's right there. Like, yeah, I load that shit. If it's like 6 or 7 pallets, I load it up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will. I load it up. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's how you kind of like understand your weight of things too, man. I just kind of gave y'all a little mathematical breakdown on your pallets and everything, your weight. Ain't going. Uh-oh.
Unknown caller.
Here's another load. That's why I pay to have more than one dispatcher. Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, sir. There's a load picking up from Jacksonville going to Miami. It's paying $550.
Yeah, I would never go to Miami for $550. Yeah, that don't even sound like ethical at this point. That's a ridiculous amount of money. And then you're talking 7,000 pounds. That's too much weight to be going to Miami. You know what I mean? For $550, I'm not gonna do it. With 7,000 pounds, tell them I won't. I'll do it for $700. Worst case, I'll do it for $675.
$675.
That's the
Okay,
that's
let
the
me
best.
call them and check it.
Try for 700 because they know better than that. Who is this company? Who is this company?
This is Iron Smith Logistics LLC.
I never even heard of them. They're not one of the normal companies I work with. Are they factored by OTR?
It has a good credit score of 95.
Oh, so they do pay then.
Yeah.
You don't have an MC number for them, do you?
Yeah, I have. I'll text it to you right now.
Okay. Because normally companies like that try to lowball, they're not good companies, but because the other companies, they kind of know better. But tell them I'll do it for $700, and if they say no, then let them know that my best offer is $675. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir. All right. All right. Second load that came through. Why would I go to Miami for $550? That's a little disrespectful. 7,000 pounds. Let me tell y'all a story about Miami. Miami was my very first load shopping carts. Y'all can go back on my video and scroll. I've loaded my truck up with shopping carts. That was my very first load. I booked that myself off the load board. I didn't want to say I didn't know what I was doing, but it was my first load. I was excited to hit the road to find out how this worked when I pull up to the dock and everything. So, I told the man I'll do it for $500. I'm gonna tell y'all how crazy this is. Guess what the broker told me? He was like, man, I can't let you do it for $500. Let's say $550. I'll at least give you $550. Anytime the broker willing to initially pay you more money than you know you done fucked up somewhere. So my very first load to Miami was some shopping carts that was about a total of about 2,000 pounds maybe. They did fill my truck up. Could have been 1,500 to 2,000 pounds. Yeah, they filled the truck up, but at the end of the day, it was a $550 load because he threw an extra 50 in there. So why do you think later on in the game that I'm finna go to Miami with the fuel prices as high as they is and you got 7,000 pounds? With 7,000 pounds, I'm gonna give y'all a secret. You're probably gonna be pulled in the weigh station. Do I feel like being potentially spotted and pulled to the side by one of the troopers? Man, I don't really want to go through that. And let me tell y'all something that y'all don't know. When you come through those weigh stations and on the way, if they say, hey, weigh station in 2 miles, and you see the sign, and you see they got cameras, they already looking at your truck before you pass the weigh station. So if you look like you leaning a little bit or this, that, and the third, it's going to say truck enter weigh station. You know what I mean? That's more of a chance to get you pulled in a weigh station. So I just don't like going through. Last time I was in a weigh station, they did a level 1 inspection, took an hour and 40 minutes, and they found something. Oh, you need to get your brake slack adjusted. Just some bullshit. I had to call the people out shop, and the guy came out. He says, "Is this what they put you out of service for?" Yeah. So it's like that. I would say that for $550, all money ain't good money in my eyes. You know what I mean? They don't want to do it. They don't have to do it. But y'all know better than that. Yeah, of course you got to try real low, but I need $700, $675 minimum. Miami to Jacksonville is about 300 miles. About 300 miles. Can't do it. Can't do it for less than $675 with 7,000. Now, if it was a light load, I'd have probably did it for $600. I'm just gonna keep it real. That ain't bad either. But come on, bro. $550. Oh, he gave me. Okay, so he gave me they MC. Let me show y'all what I do with an MC. How I do a broker check with OTR. I don't know who y'all factor with, but mine is as easy as logging in. And then at the bottom of the screen, it says broker check. See where it say broker check at the bottom? Boom. I hit broker check. And at the top, I put the MC in, right? Boom. Boom. I just put the MC in the little search thing. I'm going to give y'all the broker person. They might not have no loads for y'all. I don't care. That's their MC. All right, I put that in. hit return, enter, or whatever. Oh, that's the company, Aaron Smith. And guess what? Not approved. Booyah! So like I told him, companies that, and I told him that before I even checked the, I'm letting y'all know I got a little experience, you know what I mean? So like I just told him, I say, hey man, listen. Companies that try you with lowball, they're normally not good companies. Go back 3 minutes when I was on the phone with him and I told him that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're not a good company. He said, oh, their pay rate is 95%. If OTR don't approve you and I never heard of you, like, bro, to me, you another bootleg. You know what I mean? I don't know how they can appear. So they might be 95% with DAT or whatever load board that he's looking at. But in OTR eyes, y'all not 95%. Matter of fact, we don't need to prove y'all to even work. You know, so I meant to get brokered with. I'm not interested. He's probably not gonna call back. Most low-balling companies like that, they're not good companies. I'm gonna kiss that load goodbye. I don't want it, for one. They're not factory approved. And I'm already going through something right now with a load that owed me like $350 that I did. That was a local load. And so mad at my dispatcher because I always ask her, hey, they're approved. Yes, of course. I always check. You know, you getting the attitude. But then when I run across and I do all my paperwork and then I submit all this shit and then OTR say, I submit all this stuff, sorry. Then OTR say, they're a no-go. They're a no-buy. They say no-buy, meaning they don't work with them. I get mad. First of all, I took all this time to take all these snapshot pictures, to upload everything, to put the city, to go to hear from the rate company. I do all this paperwork just at the end to say, oh, it's a no-go. So now I make my dispatcher, every load I get, I need you to put an MC behind it. If you're going to offer it to me, put an MC behind it. I got to check now because at the end of the day, you're not thoroughly checking these companies and when it all go down, I'm the one left holding the bag. I'm fighting with somebody right now about $350. Matter of fact, that I'm talking about it, man. Let me go ahead and email, hey, man, did they ever get back with you? I still got her doing the leg work because they was like, oh, well, send us an invoice and along with the rate confirmation. So I made her do the invoice. You type up an invoice, send it to them. Go get me my money. If not, you're not getting paid. Straight like that. Anyway, I think that's about it, man. I'm waiting on the guy to call me back. All this downtime, this shit count as detention, retention, prevention. I don't know. All this time count that I've been down waiting on him, bro. Like we ain't even finna. He texted me 247, still working on this. Sorry, man. Here's the number. So he's still working on it. I was already here. 2:15. So now y'all gotta, yeah, I've been here since 2:15. Man, I hope y'all learning a lot from this stuff, man. I just put too much game in the first video. I had come back and do it because I ain't want it too long, but man, there's some gems, bro. Check it out. Oh, we waiting on the offer for 200. That's what we waiting on. Yeah, I want to do that live. I'll be back though.
You've also learned that Corrigan Williams was involved in the murder of Charles McCormick, right?
He was involved?
Yeah.
Oh, no.